Hi, I'm Rhonda Contos, and I brought my sunglasses up here, not for Teresa to give me a hard time about, but to explain something. These have been a crutch for me since the first time I saw her in 2009, when my knees shook, when I looked totally different than I do today. So when people say they can change, I mean, believe them. I don't need these. Actually, I do need these now because the doctor told me this week that my eyes have a lot of strain right now because of the remodeling I'm doing on my new home in Safety Harbor. And so I'm supposed to wear them inside and avoid these kind of lights, but I didn't do that because I was trying to make a point. But anyway, I've been T-tapping since 2008. My first retreat was in 2009. I would have come in 2008, but I had back surgery, so I don't know why the surgeon said I couldn't come, but whatever. So I didn't. I listened, which I'm not always compliant. And if you want to know more about what I looked like in 2009 and subsequent 2010, Teresa put a video on YouTube, and it's just Rhonda K. If you type that in, it will come up, and you can watch me in all my unglory, because I still struggle to watch it. But the reason I wanted to come up today, I know we don't have a lot of time, but I owe Teresa, so I moved here in October. Indiana was very stressful for me because I lived there for 16 years. I'm a Southern girl. It's not a Southern climate. You see the picture? I got sicker and sicker and sicker. And I finally told my husband, I said, our son has graduated. He's moved to Arizona. I have to get the hell out of here. I knew internally that I needed to leave. So he agreed. He flies all the time. He's out of town all the time. It really doesn't matter where I am. He's made this his base, and now he likes his kayak, so he'll always come back. But I started working with Teresa in the mornings beginning in August, when I came down and rented a house for a month to find my house. Then I found my house, and we moved on October 5th. And I've been going to work out with her every time she'll teach. And thank God I did that, because in February I found out not only I finally got the diagnosis for why I've been sick all these years. I have Epstein-Barr and I have Lyme, and they were both active at the same time. That is no picnic, not even, living is not for the weak, I'm telling you. And I also have 2 autoimmune disorders, which the Epstein-Barr has caused them, which is kind of nice now to find out why. But so the treatment for the Epstein-Barr is a lot of IV therapies. The virus is in your blood, so taking pills isn't going to work very effectively. I mean, the best way to get Epstein-Barr under control is through IV therapy. Now, it's a mixture of things to kill off the virus, which everybody in this room, I'm sure, has experienced die-off. And it's a mixture of also boosting the body so you can actually handle the die-off. Well, everything the doctor threw at me, I handled. And when she looked at my labs and when she looked at my blood, her first words were, "Oh my." That's not really comforting for a patient to hear that from the doctor. Then she even said, because she had an unguarded moment, she said, I've heard about this kind of stuff, but I've never seen it. So I had the Epstein-Barr, and I had a bacteria, and they had taken over my blood. My blood was so full of toxins that I couldn't have bled out if I wanted to. When she put an IV in the first time, she had to actually put the blood pressure cuff on my arm and pump it up just to get the blood to flow, because it was too thick. Because what happens is, as that virus takes over and multiplies and multiplies and multiplies, your blood becomes very anaerobic. And also my oxygen levels were only like in the 60s. So that wasn't very good. And, but at least it told me why I felt like crap. It's always nice to know it's not in your head. And people say, oh, you look fine, you should feel fine. But we all know that that's not the case. And I was still pushing myself. Eventually, she let me keep working out until like the last 6 weeks ago. 6 weeks ago, she decided to change the treatment, and she said, I know you really want to keep T-tapping, but I think now's the time that you can't do that for a little bit, which is which broke my heart, but it, I had to do what she told me, and I told Teresa, and of course she understood. But I really feel that being consistent like I was, and I know you guys don't have the benefit of being able to work out with her because we won't slack on our form when she's watching. Well, she won't let you. Because she can see, even if she's not looking at you, when you think she's not looking at you, she sees you because she'll correct you, which is good because that's why we're there. But I was really grateful that I had spent all that time because I couldn't have handled, because she kept saying, now I'm going to go a little deeper and I'm going to give you a little more meds and we're going to kill off a lot more and you may feel really badly. I never did. I never did really feel badly. So she just kept upping the ante until she hit the spot where I did feel it. But so my point is, if you are going through some chronic illness, try to make time for it because it really will help to speed your recovery, but also just how you handle whatever treatment protocol your doctor uses. And so I am grateful to you for that because it really has helped. And as you see, I am feeling so much better. My Epstein-Barr levels are very low. The Lyme is now inactive, which is great. And I feel great again. And so just keep it up, ladies. And like Isabella, don't give up hope. I mean, I know you won't, but some people ask me when they ask me what's wrong, and I have a laundry list of what's wrong, because I've got 2 autoimmunes and 2, it's a lot of crap. But I don't own it. I don't let it get me down. And people say, how do you do it? And I'm like, well, what's my choice? My choice would be to lay down and just, turn into a blob. And that's not, no, I have too much I want to do. I'm vibrant. I want to be vibrant. And so the point is that there is a very mental thing, and I think that's what T-Tapp helps you do, because you don't have music, you don't have other distractions, you just kind of get into the movement, and it helps give you that clarity, and it does connect you. There's so many benefits outside of what everyone has named. Oh, I have a bunion I did ballet for the longest time. I danced on point professionally, and I'm left-handed, so I never know what left and right is. My right foot, I could never do a relevate anymore. I mean, it was horrible. And Teresa told me, she said, I can fix that. And I thought, sure, right. It's been like this since I was, 15? But I actually can relevate now, and I can go up, and it doesn't hurt. Oh my God, it used to hurt so bad. So really and truly, you can rehab some of those strange things you don't think you can rehab. You can. She can change your body shape. She helped me change mine. And I did get my doctor's permission. She's going to be here tomorrow, so if any of you have any questions for her, she will be with Brandy at the table where she analyzes your blood. She's going to come by.
Dr.
She wants to meet people.
Nairi Abdul.
Yeah, Nairi Abdul. She's a wonderful person. You'll know who she is because you'll feel her energy. I'm telling you, she's that kind of a person and that kind of a doctor. But anyway, it's been a roller coaster. But like I said, I'm not going to own it.
And you're here.
And I'm here.
That's right.
And she did say I could work out some,
Good.
but not for 2 hours.
Anyway. I know. Well, welcome you back when you're ready.
Thank you.
Hi there, I'm Elizabeth Reesberg. I'm a T-Tapp trainer. I'm from New Mexico now. I was in St. Louis. I spent the last 2 months there. It's been a bit of an adventure this year. Last year, the year before that. It's been a roller coaster, as you know. We all have those moments. I was trying to think back. I started being a trainer and training in 2011, I think. Michelle's not in here to correct me. Oh, she is. 2010 or 11, I can't actually remember. But life happened several times. Mom's breast cancer diagnosis. I don't remember what was after that one. And then Dad had his lung crisis, and we wound up with a double lung transplant. And after he got that lung transplant, I said, that's it. I'm getting my certification. I can't keep putting this off. So I came down here dislocated my shoulder right before challenge and did not complete the challenge. I think it was the day after the challenge started. My son took me out on the mountain. I was skiing with him, and he, 7 years old, Mom, look out, I'm going to hit me. Got a hold of my arm and took me down the mountain. But I got here by August and had it myself corrected and was able to certify that year. Next year was 1 year celebration of my dad's gift of life. Thought, we're sailing now. He was diagnosed with stage 4 pancreatic cancer at his 1 year anniversary of his transplant. So